Hi, my name is Mary Tennant, and I am a gray hair, and I'm like a mature actor. So this is for fun, and I'm going to challenge United States producers, networks, Paramount, HBO, YouTube, anyone here in the United States. You ever go to the grocery store? Do you ever look around? Do you ever notice like there are more mature people? There are a lot of retirement people out there too. It's a big audience. And recently I've been listening to stuff, people talk about Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, and Lower Decks, and Star Trek, Stranger Worlds, stuff I grew up and I loved. And people complaining they don't like it. And I noticed there were mostly male plus 50-year-olds complaining. They're the other percent people who do not like the Star Trek stuff today. I do love Star Trek. I love it. I grew up loving Star Trek, but I talked to my father. He says, yeah, I like watching all the old cowboy shows. Everybody I talk, they like watching the old stuff, like the Golden Girls, Hogan's Hero, Gilligan's Island. Um, I watched. I mean, uh, are we being thrown aside as mature people? Well, you're too old. People don't care about you. Who says? What we want is shows about us, our maturity, the everyday life. Do you think we want to sit there and watch younger people all the time? No. I like watching shows. I found myself enjoying UK TV shows. I recently saw the show Vicious. Funny show. I was cracking up. What are you guys not cared about the older generation people? I mean, we're like especially like the celebrities today. Oh, they hit 45. Oh, I'm no good no more. I have to go make my own stuff because they're not gonna hire me no more because I'm too old. You know? I hate to say this. The way I'm dressed, do I seem to be acting my age? No. Am I quirky? Yes, I'm a quirky actor. There could be the quirky, mature person. Like Nightcore. You know, Harry? He was like an offbeat, funny judge. He wasn't like one of those judges that go, oh, I'm the judge. Order, sit down, defend it, speak, bring your witness to the stand. But you know what? Reality check. Not all judges act like that. Do not all step out. I have a lower back problem, um, so that's what we're missing. We're missing stories. I remember this is one monologue when I first got into acting, and the monologue was like about this 60-year-old guy talk about how it was a comedy one about how he has to bend down and his lumbar is hurting, and he was going on and saying how they because to his birthday he doesn't get fun Christmas gifts or birthday gifts. He always gets the sensitive gifts, new old shoes for old people or like whatever old people stuff. I hate to say this. We're still young in our hearts. I grew up loving Dungeons and Dragons, Star Trek, Star Wars, and guess what? I still love it. I still love it. But when you're watching something like Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, when I see Holly Hunter and with her, I didn't know she had an ear problem and she spoke wrong. I was like, yes! But then it's all for young people. I understand. But there is a you got A lot of mature actors over here. Mature people. Okay, there's a lot of us over here. There's people who are older than me. They're watching older stuff. They're watching old stuff. And then you get all the young people over here. And then you got my generation that's kind of like the generation before me and the other generation were kind of a little smaller, but my generation is that smaller. And there's a lot of us out here. They're all getting laid off. There's a lot. And we're being ignored. We are being ignored. So please wake up, America. Wake up, United States American filmmakers, Paramount, CBS, NBC, Netflix, HBO, Showtime, Chiller, whatever. This is one episode. I remember it was a cute one. It was I think it was one of the newest Twilight Zone. Oh, can you imagine making new Twilight Zone episodes? But this one was about this guy who's an older man. He goes through different nursing homes. And when he goes to the nursing homes, he's always visiting the older people, and he always telling them about stories about being kids. And this one time they woke up and they're all kids, and they were like, "Hey, we're kids again!" And younger people were playing those kids, and it get to a time where they all have to give up, and one of them said, no, I don't wanna, I don't wanna be older. I want to relive my childhood." So then then that kid ran off, and they all accepted it. It was almost like it's in a way the guy died in a way, but in their hearts they remember him as being a young kid going off doing his kid stuff. Or maybe he did in this episode of Twilight Zone. And then the guy goes, "Okay, my time is done here," and he moved on. He said, I have to go," and goes to another nursing home and doing that. Oh, I didn't see that right there. A a man like that who brings to love that brings attention to the older audience. We want stories too. We want to see other episodes. You got young people out there who are watching older people talking about wisdom. The, why are we being ignored? UK has a lot of shows for older people. We're changing. You get the old romance shows, all young people. Do you mean for old people could be funny? Why are there not more? We got more audience. Bring more stuff for my people in my age. For someone like me who's into acting, would love to act. I mean, I dress up. I will put some pictures of me being a cosplayer. So we want contact. There's plenty good stories. I mean, you have to come on, guys. UK, Ireland, Australia, and Canada, and United States. And that, ow, this is what happens when you shovel snow in New England. So it's not me being old, or maybe your mindset is like, oh, we don't want to deal with these old people. We're lovable. We got great stories. We got great character. We want to see other people like us. We want to be inspired. It's we need more mature content. I mean, not more mature content. It could be like, I don't know, you did Fuller House. Fuller House, they're older. And we enjoy that. Then there's the Connors. We're not asking if you do. We don't. Maybe you could not bring the old cast, but you can make it maybe a new generation. For example, um, Stephen King, It, Welcome to Derry. And I'm watching it. I'm like, wow, that is so cool. And then I'm like, oh, my favorite character, Dick. Halloran from The Shining. There's a backstory of that character. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm hoping they're going to do this. I'm hoping they're going to have another season or another couple of seasons in the future called whatever to Welcome to Derry. Like shows that were based, the books were based off in Derry that we get to know some history, some of our favorite characters. Those icon characters. Those characters like I like to watch Star Trek or these other TV shows. I'm always drawn to that support character. You know, the one that always pops in, like Seinfeld. Seinfeld, what's with this name? He comes in. Hey guys, how you going? He's always popping in. Or that character, you go, oh, I only saw that person in 2 or 3 episodes. So how is that character doing? Where is he? And then where is she? And they usually pop up, you know? So we want stuff to enjoy. I mean, I'm gonna throw some ideas here. Okay, older generation people like me, we like to still play Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know. You know how you have people sitting around like a Roseanne and they're playing their cards and they're drinking beer. Why not having people my age are all sitting there talking about Dungeons and Dragons? Maybe you could do something with that. There's so many directions you can go with that. You know, it's just you're just forgetting about us. Can you imagine the storyboat like from like Highway to Heaven? I remember Highway to Heaven. There was this guy in the episode where there's a father. There's a son is stubborn. Oh, that guy. It was the guy who played Riker. Yeah, it was Riker. I think it was what's his name? And uh so this guy who owns it, he goes around, he keeps saying, I'm King Arthur. And he's like, what? He walks around with all his stuff on. And it's, oh, he's insane. So, what can you, I mean, you could have fun stories. Like that Man Inside, the guy played from Cheers. That's a fun show. This was a older people. I mean, we're not, we need more entertainment for that. You can find a way, take the old generation and the new generation and make it into more, have it more complex, Like for the TV show, Vicious. Vicious on Netflix, freaking funny. The two old gay guys talking, and they talk and they love each other in unconditional love, and they say insults to each other. It's like every episode, you got Violet who pops in, and then you got Ash. And every time Ash comes in, he goes, hey, fun stuff. So we, and I'm saying this to you, Paramount, Disney, CBS, HBO, Showtime, Chill, Hallmark, no, yeah, Hallmark, any other shows. We like to have more content, more shows about us. Because I think a great generic of them are all watching all repeats. And is that how you want? Oh, they can watch the same thing over and over. They're gonna watch Gilligan's Island 5 million times. But did you ever stop thinking like, well, maybe we should give them something new? I don't know. What about a show about old people going into space? Or anything. Or another group of old people stuck in an island. Or just stuck in a dungeon. Or they somehow a bunch of old people found a way to go into the past, like in Stephen King's 1123 with Jen F. Kennedy. It's just anything. Or why don't you just use YouTube and try to figure out why are people watching? Look at the views, look at the age. You got the demographics. So we need more videos and stuff about us. We would love to have fun, especially like Dungeons and Dragons. My generation, I grew up with people hating me. I was bullied. And then Marvel Comics. And then some people started accepting it. So can you imagine having some of that? Like, here's an idea for maybe a TV show. Okay, so maybe there's a show about my parents are still alive and they're in their 80s and they're stuck in their world because they don't know anything about social media. And I come in and say, "Oh my God, guys, how you guys doing?" And I'm talking about Chat GPT and all this stuff, and like my tone of my way I'm talking, and they're like, "Who are you?" And they're like kind of maybe like a comedy theme where maybe they're stuck in their own little world or something like that. And then maybe something like they see their world and their life, and I'm like talking to them, and maybe they're like they said we don't feel connected, but make it funny in a way, like like the comedy stuff we see on Roseanne or something like that. Not slapstick, but could be like comedy or drama stuff. It needs more fun. I mean, I had so many ideas. I don't know what to do with them, but I was just hoping like maybe I go through the channel. I was like, oh, here's something new. Oh, look at this. I can check this out. But instead, I'm finding UK. United Kingdom has more open heart for older people. Why is that? We need to change this in America. This is all I'm asking. Because my people, there's a few of us up there, because I'm sure the same generation I'm in and the people older probably get a kick of seeing me, my type, on a TV show. Can you imagine having a parents who own a nice house and they're both working and they have a kid and they're both have to work and struggle like with the people going through today. And I'm the next door neighbor who's like the quirky Dungeons and Dragons character. And they're both like, oh, I don't know about her. She's still a cuckoo. And the son or daughter is like, oh, Dad, can I go? No, 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 no. They're a little quirky. Or you can ask Dungeons and Dragons players. Make it fun stuff. Like having fun with life. So please don't forget us. Paramount, CBS, HBO, Showtime, Tubu, all those shows. This is so many, I can't think of them all because I too want to see new content. I'm actually enjoying UK stuff. If I can go to UK and try my acting career, I will hop on the boat and go right over or fly over. Because I don't, it's sad in the United States. So please, I mean, there's so much stuff you can do. There's ChatGPT. So please, my age and up, want to see more content, more stuff for us. So thank you very much. And if you do like this, hit the like button and subscribe. And thank you for watching. And I'm being serious here. This is me, maybe a little over the top here, but it's my passion because I'm into acting and I'm doing anything in my power to have America to wake up because we need more fun shows. This is a perfect period for comedy. Because know why? Everybody's hurting out there. They're all upset, getting laid off. And that's the time where you go, we need comedy. We need not the can't probably we probably can't redo the comedy stuff in the 80s, but that's what we need. We need the fun stuff. So wake up, America. Wake up. Thank you very much. And don't forget to subscribe and like. And this is part of my brand. This is my jacket, and this is who I am. I found this by accidentally when I was doing a workshop for some casting director. And I just like this look. And so this is my brand because I'm quirky, I'm funny. I am not gonna grow up. So who knows? Maybe someone I will be inspired by this. So thank you again